there were terrible calls. Do we want to go ahead and jump into Memphis-Mississippi State, at least from the perspective of the officials?
From SEC officials having a very bad, no good day?
Because wasn't it the SEC officials in Penn State-Auburn that had we're punting on third down now because we think it's fourth down?
Yeah. So for the listeners, viewers who didn't see the game, didn't watch it, on a first down, they called an intentional grounding. Sean Clifford, it was first down. Keep that in mind. Was in the pocket under absolutely no pressure, throws the ball about 50 yards. His receiver, he thought was running a post. The receiver thought he was supposed to run it in. So the ball goes sailing past anybody. So they call it intentional grounding, despite the fact that he wasn't grounding. It was just a miscommunication. Then another play goes, it's 2nd and 11. They pick up 5 yards. They get dropped to 2nd 16. They pick up 5 yards. It should be 3rd and 11. The officials say it's 4th down. James Franklin's arguing with them, but the officials are like, nope, it's 4th down. So Penn State had to punt because the officials told him it was 4th down when really it was 3rd down. It was that kind of evening from the officials in that game because there was the intentional grounding call. There were a couple of terrible spots. There was the targeting at the end, which I don't agree with, but I've come to a decision in my life where I'm just done being angry about targeting calls. So whatever. It's a horrible night from that crew. And like I said, the only good news is Penn State had to punt on a 3rd down, but Auburn didn't go anywhere and punted it right back. And then Penn State scored a touchdown in its very next drive. So at least it was a no harm, no foul situation.
So
and then the other game.
Yeah. So about Memphis-Mississippi State, a game that a lot of us had interest in. I mean, it was a money line sprinkle for me. You know, it was one where you had the Mississippi State team total over, I believe was your lock.
Yeah.
So there's 5:36 left in the fourth quarter, and Memphis's Calvin Austin III returns a punt 93 yards for a touchdown, but it shouldn't have counted at all because 2 Mississippi State players touched the ball, downing the punt before Calvin Austin picked it up and ran it 93 yards for a touchdown. The SEC has since issued a statement.
And what a statement it is.
And I will read it.
Do it. And stay for the kicker because the kicker is the best part.
At 5:58 in the fourth quarter of the Mississippi State at Memphis game, Mississippi State punts the ball down the field where the loose ball touches multiple kicking team players before a receiving team player picks up the ball and returns it for a touchdown. The kicked ball remained live by rule since it was not possessed by a player, nor did it rest in bounds with no player attempting to secure it. On the play, the back judge gave a single stop the clock signal immediately after the receiving team possessed the ball. The inadvertent signal aspect of the play is reviewable, and the replay should have stopped the game to review for a potential inadvertent signal. The subsequent review would have placed the ball at the spot where the signal was made.
Oops. And now the kicker.
On the same play, 2 Memphis players were wearing the same number 4, which is a violation and should have resulted in a 5-yard penalty. So not only was the punt downed, which would have erased the Memphis, and again, momentum is not real, but confidence sure is. And let me tell you the juice that this home Memphis team got with a 93-yard punt return touchdown. Not only should that not have happened, but there should have also been a penalty for Memphis having 2 players on the field wearing the same number.
You know, I could forgive them missing the 2 numbers. The other part, I mean, if you are a Mississippi State fan, you have every right to be as angry and as mad as you want to be. I will not judge you for it, but I will say, if I'm a Mississippi State fan, my game against Memphis shouldn't come down to one bad call by the ref, even if it results in a touchdown. Mississippi State shouldn't be in that position against Memphis, who might be like the 3rd or 4th best team in the American. It's like Mississippi State messed around with Louisiana Tech in its first game, got away with it, came back and won. They messed around today, didn't get away with it. And
okay. That's fair, but they were 3-point favorites.
Yeah.
So you're saying from a Mississippi State fan perspective, understand that you should have higher standards for your team.
Yeah, I just feel like if I'm Mississippi State, I should be more than a 3-point favorite against Memphis.